going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite for a second video here for you tonight, talking about the brand new Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay and the reveals that you may have missed. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new article coverage going up on dkdynamite.com for those who want to stay up to date with all things Season 5 and, of course, all things Black Ops 6. Earlier today, I did post a video going over the brand new COD HQ overhaul for the Black Ops 6 integration. There was a lot of information shared in the official COD blog, which I broke down across various timestamps in that video. That's going to be linked down below. But as a big reminder, the Reflect 115 camo is a pre-order bonus for any edition of Black Ops 6. You'll be able to use this camo in Modern Warfare 3, Warzone, and Warzone Mobile. Sadly though, they have not confirmed if this camo is going to carry forward into Black Ops 6. I highly doubt it. But if you're disappointed with the disco pattern all over the Afterlife-like looking camo here, then you can actually use the MTZ blueprint called Venomous, and you can get a pretty clean looking Reflect 115 camo coverage on this assault rifle. I'm not sure if there's other weapon blueprints that also make the camo look like this, but I'm sure we'll end up seeing a better version of this camo or a cleaner version within Black Ops 6 at some point in the future. But you of course also get your hands on 3 Pack-a-Punch crystals, 3 legendary ether tools, as well as 3 ray gun weapon cases. Those are all going to be pretty useful for the Season 5 Reloaded update on August 21st. Speaking of which, a trailer did release for the finale to MWZ dropping less than a week from now, and you can see from the trailer we have a pretty unique map layout going on with this final Dark Ether Rift. It's not just the downtown area of Al Mazrah turned into a new Rift or Act mission, but there's a lot going on here with the layout. As you can see, jump pads are needed to kind of get from island to island, and the Scorcher's probably going to come in handy the most, if anything. It looks fantastic, and we also got a glimpse of what appears to be the big boss towards the end of this Act mission. That boss is going to be the Entity. I'm sure we'll end up getting a pretty crazy final cutscene that either sets up something to do with the Ethereum breeding machine or Project Janus that of course is going to be very relevant for the story of Black Ops 6. But as of the last couple of days, Treyarch also went ahead and released a brand new little intel drops on their Instagram page, and we got various videos going over the atmosphere of Terminus, the Void Cannon, mutant injections, and I'm hopeful that we'll end up getting some intel drops about Liberty Falls either before or during COD Next. I'm sure we'll get more information before content creators do get their hands on the map beginning on August 28th. But a new intel drop that released earlier today did go in a lot of depth in regards to a lot of the gameplay systems that we're going to be seeing during the launch window. And I of course want to make sure that I cover zombies as often as possible here on the channel. There's been an absolute ton of info to cover over the last week and a half, and I'm sure we'll probably end up getting some type of daily marketing for the mode leading up to the 28th of August. So first off, they went over augments. They confirmed again we're going to be seeing 3 major augments and 3 minor augments for each field upgrade, each ammo mod, and each perk. That'll leave us with about 108 different augments for just the launch window alone, and that excludes obviously DLC augments we'll end up getting for various items in the game and future items that also get added in. We ended up getting our first look at the augment selection screen from the Black Ops 6 menu that I'll show you right now so you can see. I made a full video talking about all the augments we know about so far as of the recent marketing. That video is also going to be linked down below, but what we can see here for the energy mine augments, it's of course a field upgrade, is we have the following major augments for energy mines. We have Carousel, which we get some footage of in the intel drop. 3 energy mines float around you, detonating once an enemy is within the base trigger radius. Scatter mine, the energy mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate at one time each. We then have Spire. Instead of detonating, energy mine becomes a turret shooting targets one at a time. So kind of similar to the Ethereum crystal upgrades we saw for energy mine back during Black Ops Cold War. The minor augments include high capacity, increase max charge by 1, frequency boost, increase detonation count or duration of energy mine, and then Siren. Energy mine now attracts nearby normal zombies for 5 seconds. They also reiterate for us in terms of perks that the Melee Macchiato augment, or one of the major augments for the new perk, will improve your melee attack speed on all melee weapons that you bring into that match or ones that you pull from the mystery box. And they also gave us a nice look at the new perk machines or the updated versions of Deadshot, Elemental Pop, and of course PhD Flopper. Now I'm aware PhD Flopper did have a perk machine in Modern Warfare Zombies, but it's been quite a long time since we've seen a PhD Flopper perk machine inside of a round-based map. We had PhD Slider lighter in Cold War, but I think it's been since, what, Black Ops 2, since we've seen a flopper machine. And they also confirmed for us, again, there's going to be an augment for PhD flopper, letting you do the PhD slide ability. So I'm sure it's one of the major augments overall. And like I mentioned in a recent video too, they already confirmed a perk from Black Ops 4 like Dying Wish is coming back in the form of an augment for Juggernog. Again, check out that augment video down below. But considering we have armor on the wall now, instead of having to craft armor from one of our stations, we do have the Arsenal machine that's only going to be something we use to collect ammo mods or upgrade our weapons rarity while using salvage. So we also get a nice glimpse of the Arsenal machine in action here, which is awesome. But they also provided us new B-roll of a gobblegum machine and even the mystery box being spun. So as of right now, it looks like we got a nice glimpse of several new weapons that will be in Black Ops 6 Zombies, most of which that have not leaked yet. So I'll put a list on screen of some of the weapons that the community has come together to say, you know what, that's probably what those weapons are from the mystery box in this scene. But again, we're gonna get our full weapon list when it comes to COD Next in the next few weeks. And we get a nice glimpse of the Wonder Bar gobblegum being used, giving you a guaranteed wonder weapon on your next mystery box spin. Could also get a nice shot of Project Janus on a bunch of computers, probably very relevant for the main quest here on Terminus. But they also go into some nice detail about weapon kits or weapon builds that are known as zombie builds within our round-based experience. So similar to Black Ops 3, you can go ahead and customize any weapon of your choosing at the Black Ops 6 Zombies menu, in which you'll turn those into zombie builds. That'll mean that if you go ahead and purchase a weapon from a wall buy or pick it out of the mystery box, that weapon will have the exact class that you set up for it from the main menu. So this takes Gunsmith to a whole other level and is beyond just the typical loadout system that I know has been pretty controversial. And I know there's folks that feel a strong way about the fact that we don't have that classic progression like we had in older zombie games where you spawn in with the pistol and have to work your way up to a god tier loadout. I get that there's criticism about that, and I get it. It's valid, right? You're entitled to your opinion, but to me, the more customization, the better. If you want to spawn in with the pistol and play classic, you can do that. Turn off your HUD. If you want to spawn in with the blueprint you just bought, feel free to do so. If you want to go ahead and spawn in with just some basic weaponry and work your way up and come across your zombie kits or zombie builds in the mystery box or on the wall similar to BO3, then you can also go ahead and do that. Now, like I said before in my augments video, it already looks like they're ensuring this game doesn't become as easy as Cold War because you can't put all augments on at once. You can only put on one major and one minor augment on each item at a time. So even if you're running the Energy Mine, Juggernog, and a few other perks, as well as an ammo mod like Brain Rot, you only have a select amount of augments being used across those items. You can't just rock all 6 augments on each item at once. It just won't be possible, whereas in Cold War, there was no way to take off any of the Ethereum crystal upgrades that were attached to every perk, even your weapon classes, your ammo mods, your fuel upgrades. This game has already toned it down with how much you can actually enhance your player while still giving a crazy new amount of customization choices that we've never seen in Zombies before. But either way, regardless of which loadout weapon you choose to spawn in with, you're not going to have an upgrade to that weapon class. So your AR, your pistol, your SMG, none of those weapons are going to be enhanced or too much better, and you can't even spawn in with a higher rarity of that weapon just yet, because I know that was a Cold War Super Easter egg reward where you can spawn in with an epic rarity item. So already the progression that we're going to be seeing from round 1 to whatever round you make it to is going to be pretty difficult and still on par with older Zombies experiences. Now, I did include some exclusive details that I did catch from watching other content creators' videos. I put that in some of my recent commentaries, but here are some other details that you guys may not have known about. So apparently the point system in Black Ops 6 is very similar to Cold War. There was some criticism provided from creators like Dalek and Pizza, who said that they felt like they weren't earning enough points when playing. So you can bet after Liberty Falls gameplay does premiere at COD Next, and after we all get our hands on the game in October, they'll probably end up adjusting the point system before Season 1 or during that update, just to ensure the community is happy. But I'm sure a lot of adjustments are probably going to be added when it comes to how you can earn points. But obviously the game gets a lot harder if you're not earning enough points that you need to go ahead and upgrade yourself. And it kind of reminds me of the silly issue we had in Al Mazrah when Warzone 2 first launched, where there just wasn't enough cash to go around to really buy anything. So I'm sure just like that change, we'll end up seeing some point changes for the upcoming Zombies mode. But high rounds are going to be a lot harder than I think we've really seen in recent zombie titles. So the frequency of zombies is going to get harder. You're going to see increased swiftness as confirmed in the blog, but as other creators did confirm, the hordes are going to become larger. We're going to probably see the return of super sprinters and an increased spawn of armored and heavy zombies, as well as more manglers, parasites, parasites, and that new boss type, the amalgams, so I'm sure they'll have a good blend each round as to what more difficult zombie types you end up seeing. It's not going to be a guaranteed amount of manglers and super sprinters every round, but I think a good blend of all of the different enemy types, and then that blend will get increasingly harder as the rounds go on. Cold War had a round cap of 255, which later got updated to accurately reflect what round you were actually on your HUD, and I believe the highest round achieved may be 935, which is a coincidental number there, but considering the save and quit feature Black Ops 6 Zombies is going to offer, some folks may assume that high rounds are going to be easier and you can just keep saving and resuming whenever you want to get to the highest round. While that may be true, the fact that you don't have unlimited self-revives, you only have 3 in this game, and the fact that there's no Ethereum upgrade system or weapon class upgrades just means that you have to be very particular with what you attach major and minor augments to, so that when you're in game, you have the right loadout to get to the highest round possible. And with the idea of an increase in the amount of difficult enemies you see each round, it's going to be a pretty fair balance of challenging gameplay that you could make a little bit easier using the augments and even gobblegums, but I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park like other zombie games may have been. It was also confirmed that Mule Kick may be returning, just not on Terminus, and I'm sure if they end up adding Mule Kick as a machine on a future map, they'll end up adding Mule Kick to the Wonder Fizz that is over on Terminus. I know Codename Pizza did tease that. When he asked the dev about Mule Kick, they just responded to him by saying on which map though, so that's probably a tease that a future map will get it. It was also mentioned that in terms of the trial machine for Black Ops 6, it's going to work a bit differently than how Cold War's trials did work, so instead of it being based on your specific progression, you do have to work as a team to complete the specific trial, which I think is an interesting change compared to Cold War. So the closer you get to completing a trial, the higher the reward will be. So even if you guys don't finish a certain kill milestone, like for example, kill 200 zombies, you only kill 100 together, you'll still get some type of reward, whether it's points, whether it's something, but you'll get the best reward for doing that challenge if you do complete the exact milestone it's asking for. So I think in all, Black Ops 6 has a pretty nice blend between more difficult gameplay while still ensuring that there is a point of entry for new players who maybe just got into zombies with Cold War, or players that haven't played zombies in a long time but want to get back into the swing of things. This game really has something for everybody. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new gameplay details that were revealed via the new intel drop over on Treyarch's channel today? And also, what are your thoughts on the idea of more difficult high rounds in this game compared to ever before? I really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.